Hey, Valeria, pleasure. Looking forward to speaking with you and to share some insights with everybody that is looking forward to attend to the Expo in Milan next month.
Thank you so much, Raymond, and thank you for your time and for being here today with me. As usual, I prepared some questions for you, and the first one will be about your background. So, you are the director of Digitalia Crypto Ventures. You have a lot of experience in business sales, strategy, operations. You worked also for the United Nations. So, you have a huge background. Tell me a little bit more about you.
Yeah, I mean, everything for me has been basically do what you can do at the moment, and then, opportunities would present to you, and then you just have to take advantage of them. You just have to be ready. I started first working in Congress in Washington, D.C. By then, when President Obama was a senator, I used to work in one of the committees that he was a member. And that opened my world to opportunities and to different things. So from there, I continue doing what I wanted to do. Initially, I wanted to be mainly in politics and become a lawyer, but then something changed in me and I decided to go into diplomacy and I work at the UN. I was in New York already, so for me, work fine. And then I went to grad school. I went to England. I finished grad school, and then after grad school, the opportunity came to come to Dubai, and I've been here ever since. I came working for an energy tech company, and then
Okay.
after 3 years, pretty much I started to do my own thing in business and stuff. I started investing early since 2011,
Okay.
but at that time it was just more like a full-time endeavor. So from there until now, in the past 8 years, me and some other people, we have set up more than 9 businesses. Some of them have been a failure, let's say, more of a learning experience. They didn't work out, but others have, and that's the journey. That's an experience. It led me to all the way up to crypto in 2017, when I invested in Bitcoin when it was just around $2,000, something like that. So yeah, but it was more like in a passive way, kind of like I was not involved in the industry. It was just when I had time because I was super busy with other things. But then that's how I started, and here we are now. If I knew what I know now, then you know
Yeah.
everything would have been a different story. So and I guess for a lot of us.
Yeah. So, do you think there are many opportunities out there? So, which opportunities do you see in this, in the crypto space and blockchain?
Well, today, and not only in crypto, but I
Okay.
would say that everywhere there is a plethora of opportunities for investors. I actually believe that those of you, when I say those of you, for our viewers, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about for those people that are looking, exploring the opportunity to get into crypto now, this is your
Mm-hmm.
chance. This is your chance into crypto, the stock market, anything you want to get into. But if you want to get into crypto, this is it, because technically we are, let's say, in a down moment, in a downtrend, where most of the prices of crypto assets are bottom low, like the all-time lows basically. So it's like I'm gonna give you an example. It's trying to get into the real estate market, and an
Mm-hmm.
apartment that you would buy when everything is great and nice, that you would buy for $5, now you can
Mm-hmm.
get the same apartment for 50 cents. So it's that kind of opportunity right now. So if you have access there, like if you have capital to try to get into, this is the time. And listen, you don't have to go and try to, you have $5,000 and then you just put it all in and then you wait. I would not recommend for you to do that. I mean, financial advice, but at least if you do some dollar cost average, where let's say you decide, you put a plan together, of course, after you analyze and you decide, you know what, I'm going to invest $100 every week. $100 every week. Doesn't matter how the market is. Of course, you can start now with a little bit, but then you continue to do that,
Yeah.
and then you will see that after we get out of this shit show, you know, you would see considerable gains.
Wow. So, this
By
is
the
the
way,
time. This is the right
exactly,
time.
exactly, and I just want to put you in context. So give you an idea. So if you were to invest back in 2020, early 2020, you were able to invest around $1,000 in Ethereum. Right
Mhm.
now, that investment would have been today in less than 2 years. That would have been, you know, more than $15,000 to $20,000. That's like, how many X's are that? Like if you would have put the same $1,000 in a bank, just leave it there, how much you would have got out of that? You would have
Yeah,
nothing basically. You know,
nothing. Yeah, for sure.
so this is the opportunities that downtrend markets gives you as an as a someone that is trying to get in now. If you're already in crypto, just
Uh-huh.
try to like dollar cost average, and after the shit show goes, you would see, wow, I'm a different person now financially.
Wow, that sounds great. So you will be one of our speakers also at the Crypto Expo Milan. So we are so excited to have you.
Thank you.
And since you are a great expert on the field, also, I would like to know your idea about Web3 and blockchain technology. So let's see, how do you see the future of this field in 10 years from now or 5 years from now? Maybe it's better.
Well, I wish I was Nostradamus, so I'd be able
Me too.
to tell you a lot of the things, but I mean, you just have to look at the trends and analyze,
Okay.
right? We are at a crossroads, I would say. We are at a stage where a lot of these new technologies are being experimented with. They are being developed. They're being worked on. They are being, market to the normal people. See, we are the early adopters. All of us that are in crypto now, we think of it like just OGs, those people that legacy people that started from the get go, from the beginning, and think of us that are like, that came just right after them, let's say. So it's super early. We're still in diapers. So when you hear stuff such as, the metaverse, Web3, NFTs, this is buzzwords. But when you start looking at that, we don't know who's going to be the winner, to be honest with you. Yes, the sandbox is there doing stuff. There's some green metaverse token going around. There is a lot of different things for that. There is a lot of different, let's say, marketplace or exchanges for NFTs. You have OpenSea. You have so many different things out there that are competing with each other. It's
Yeah.
think of it like, when you have a race, there's the people that show up first to the race and they continue and they become market leaders, and then because of that, it's really hard for them to fall from that. They just adjust. Then but the reality is that there's a lot of people competing. Look in blockchains, for example. You have Solana, you have Avalanche, you have Ethereum, you have Harmony, you have Polygon, you have so many different stuff, being developed in these platforms. They are fighting with each other. Yes, Ethereum definitely have an advantage over them in terms of market value and usability by the people, by us, but they are competing with each other. Like it's really hard to say who is going to be the winner right now. And this is the stuff that we know now. But there are so many blockchains going out there that are coming now. There's good, great companies putting stuff together. There is Deptin6 out of Arizona, for example. They are putting together, such a great ecosystem that it combines a lot of the things that I just mentioned. And they are going to be at some point this year, early next year. Let's see when they're going to be launching their own blockchain. Today with the metaverse, for example, you could say that now the interaction of companies are going to be more like, okay, it's no longer a website, but you go into the metaverse and you can procure my services. You Mastercard, you can get my credit card, you can apply for my credit card in the metaverse. Because people, youngsters, this generation right now, this is the interaction they want, and most likely what they're going to do. So
Yeah.
companies are adjusting, the market is adjusting. So we don't know. So for me, oh, Raymond, but I only have $200 that I can invest. I cannot be into all these things. You're a smart guy. Do your research, do your
Yeah.
stuff, see what you're more comfortable with, see what quench your thirst in terms of all these things, and then, you know, put your stuff, diversify, and do it. And then let's see. I mean, this is the beauty of this industry. It's still new.
Yeah. we're just the beginning, so we just need to wait a little bit more, do the right
Exactly.
research, and just jump in.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds really great. Okay, wow. So that was a really nice chat. I guess our time is over, unfortunately, but we will see Milan, right?
We're gonna see all of you in Milan. We going to be sharing some much good information out there. Let's see where we are in the industry. Hopefully, we are not lower. Okay, happy to also learn and see and understand what other people are doing out there. We here at Digitalia Crypto Ventures, we obviously also want to
Uh-huh.
be at the forefront of things. We want to work with you. We want to work with projects. We want to help where we can, and we just want to keep the buck forward. Let's try to keep developing the industry and getting new more people into our
Yeah.
world because that's the future.
Yeah, this is the energy we want at the Crypto Expo
Exactly.
Milan.
Exactly.
You got it.
Right.
Okay, Raymond. So thank you so much for your time again, and see
Mhm.
you in Milan.
Thank you, Valeria. Thank you, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for all of you at the expo, at the conference, for putting this together. And we look forward to see all of you there. Thank you.